Everything you do in life comes down to how you feel. There is a natural gauge that you can use to kind of determine what to do next, or whether what you're doing is the right thing, like staying on a righteous path. And basically, like, we're not like, there's so many different apps nowadays, like MyFitnessPal, like sleep apps, like food tracking apps or exercise apps or whatever it is. But with all these different types of technology, you don't actually need them to track or determine how you're feeling from this type of technology. We are like, I'm reading quite a lot about nutrition and how your body works recently, and in particular, like Alan Carr's stuff, which he's like a addiction specialist that's helped countless thousands of people quit smoking, quit sugar, quit unhealthy food, get into better exercise programs, and get into better health in general. And there's like so much about so much about his content is about trusting your gut and trusting the feeling that you inherently live by. For example, we kind of, especially in the like fitness community, or like in just like determining how much calories you get, we use an app like MyFitnessPal, right? So you plug in all your numbers into your phone, and you can do that every day. Let's just say you eat 2,000 calories, or if you're a bit smaller, 1,500 to 800 calories, whatever it is, or if you're bigger, whatever your number calorie is for the day, that's your like maintenance calorie, for example. Now, when we want to start losing weight, we drop that by anywhere from 3 to 500 calories. I'm not a fitness expert, but from what I've heard. So now, let's just say our base is 2,000. We're now putting ourselves on a program of 1,500 calories that we're allowed to have every single day. And we're using this MyFitnessPal app to track this. Now, the reason why this is like most people who are watching this video, I bet your diet has failed more than one time, more than 10 times most likely. And the reason is because you're trying to fit in 1,500 calories every single day when you're on a deficit, for example. And doing so restricts you massively. And you're choosing specific foods up till that point. Once you get to that point, you stop, and then you feel hungry, even if because maybe you're not eating the cleanest foods all day, so you feel hungry after all of that. And then the next day, well, you may do that for a few days in a row, but eventually it's like a rubber band being stretched too far. You will slingshot back, and then you'll have a binge, and you'll feel crappy about yourself. You may have a binge for like a week or 2 weeks, and then it's just like that whole dieting phase has gone out the window. The reason that's done wrong is because you're not listening to your body's natural gut and guide, and the way you feel about when you intake food. When you intake fresh fruit or vegetables or lean meat or nuts and seeds and such things like this, there's nothing in your mind that's saying, okay, so there's a couple points. There's nothing in your mind that's saying, this is unhealthy food, so I should not eat it. If anything, your body is saying, this is the stuff you need to eat. Fresh fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, lean meats. When you have like a meal like that, I think it's like keto diet or something. I can't remember if that's the right term for it, but when you have that kind of diet, there's no like rubbish food there. You can pretty much have that till the day you die. And each meal you have that type of food, there's no guilt. You're happy. You're completely content having that type of food. You can do that for the rest of your life. The second you introduce some bread or some chocolate or some I don't know, really highly sugary foods, for example, let's just say sugary foods, you know that in your gut it is bad for you. And that feeling that is something we've detached from. Like, for a fact that sugar going in your body is not going to help you at all in any single way. So sticking to the fruit, like the bananas, like the kiwis, like oranges, apples, whatever it is, that is sugary, but it's a different type of sugar that is actually more beneficial for you in the long run, because it comes equipped with fiber and such other things that come with it, and vitamins and nutrients that come with it. Whereas just a chocolate cake has no health benefit at all that's associated with it. So it's a completely guilty food. So if you have that, you feel like crap afterwards. If you have a pizza, you feel sluggish afterwards. And it is your body's natural gauge telling you that you're eating and consuming the wrong things right now. So to get back into a feeling of health and vitality and good nutrition, you need to basically eat nutritious foods that will kind of top your energy reserves up, as well as like give your body exactly what it requires and needs, because that is what your body is craving. We have come away from that. We have done that whole if it fits your macros type of stuff. So if I'm allowed 1,500 calories, I'm going to hit my protein, and then the rest of it I'm going to fill up with sugar and junk and pizza and carbs and all these different type of things. But when we do it that way, we know that we're doing it the wrong way. Like deep down in our gut, we can say like, oh yeah, we're fine, we can do that, we can hit our protein, we can then afterwards we can just like binge on whatever the other stuff is until we get to our 1,500 calorie limit, for example. But just mentally, you know you're doing something wrong. You know you are not doing the right thing because you're not having the nutritious foods that the guilt-free foods that your body is designed for. Same with like exercise. You know that when you come home from work and you sit on the couch till, let's say you come home at 5, 6 and you go to bed at 9, 10, 11 and you don't do any exercise at all. You're just sat on the couch watching the TV. You know deep down in your gut you will feel crap after doing that. Even during that, you're like, oh, I know I need to work out. I know I need to work out. I know I need to work out. Then work out, because that is your body's natural gauge and natural way of signaling to you that you are that you want to work out. And when you deny yourself working out, you only feel bad. You will not feel the feeling you want to feel, because you're just not doing what your body requires or wants you to do. So when you get that feeling deep in your stomach, like you know you should be doing something, do it. Or when you know you should be not eating or not doing something, don't do that. Even like porn addiction, for example, lots of people suffer with that. And when you are so consumed by it, you feel like crap afterward. You feel like crap during, or maybe not during, but like right afterwards, you feel like crap. And that kind of feeling is a big signal to your body to say, this is something we shouldn't be doing. We should be doing something else. We should be focusing our mind elsewhere. If it's something according to your business that kind of going to elevate you financially, or you and your family financially, by not avoiding that and not doing that, and instead of just consuming content or putting off what you should be doing, you feel bad about it. So the only remedy, the only way to feel better is to do the things you know you need to do. It's very, very simple. But with all the different things we have going on nowadays, there's so much content out there, there's so much conflicting content. We have moved away from our instinctual intelligence and gone to our logical intelligence. And our logical intelligence is filled with things that other people have inputted into us. It's like man-made intelligence, whereas our instinctual intelligence is what has come through millions of years of evolution. I don't know how many years humans have been alive, but let's say millions of years of evolution to get to this point. That's why you will never see a fat squirrel, for example, unless it's been like very close to human contact for its life. But if you see a wild squirrel, that thing is lean, it's ready to jump about. It probably gets exactly how much sleep it needs every single night. It's very energized. Same with rabbits, same with, I don't know, deer that you see out in the wild. It's only domesticated animals and animals that we farm that we that you can see that they are obese as well, or they have similar to human tendencies where they don't do what they would do if they were in the wild. Whereas if you see a wild animal, that thing is usually lean as hell. It's got massive amounts of energy. It's all about like running away from things or running towards things. It does what it needs to do. It eats what it needs to eat. You don't see fat squirrels because they only eat a certain type of food and they don't have access to chocolate, sugars, things like are man-made and fake. They are fake foods. So because they don't have access to these type of things, they're much better. Excuse me. They're much better equipped to live in the environment they live in, and they can do that successfully for the duration of their life. So it's only recently that we've come to this stage where we've become so focused on intelligence that we've kind of on logical intelligence that we've stopped listening to our gut, and our gut is the only thing that is going to actually get us to the situation we want to be in life. We want to be healthy, we want to be fit, we want to have, good income, we want to be able to work on projects we want to work on, we want to follow our passions, we want to find hobbies and things that we love doing. That doesn't happen by resisting your instincts and watching TV every single night, because that is what we've been tricked into doing. We've been brainwashed into doing these different things. We've been brainwashed into eating three meals a day by the food industry. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but guess who made up with that? Guess who made that phrase up? It was probably Kellogg's, trying to get you to buy more cereal from them. So there's all these different things that are kind of like brainwashing you that you're not aware of. But when you start getting aware of these things, you're able to kind of realize that it's the mist. It's like they just put a veil down on you, and you're kind of seeing life through the veil. But once you move the smoke, once you move the veil, you see what you need to do. You need to, eat the healthy foods. You need to do the exercise. You need to work on the things you need to work on to get you into a position where you are much happier and wealthier and successful in life. But all these modern, what's the word? Like modern, I don't know, hang-ups or modern ways of thinking and ways of just brainwashing yourself have kind of removed us away from what our instincts tell us to do, and what our instincts tell us is the right thing to do. So the main gist of this whole video is just to go back towards where your instincts told you to do, because they will not lie to you. They are the right feedback indicators to go by that will kind of make you happier in the long run. Because we know when we do exercise, when we eat healthy, when we focus on things we want to focus on, we just naturally feel happier. We don't know why, but it's because our gut is telling us. So the better you get at reading the signals from your body rather than from your mind, you will live a much happier life.